everybody. Welcome to the commentary zone. This is Jamal, and we're going to get into Project Runway Season 19, Episode 9, The Last Straw. This is my favorite challenge, but before I get to that, let me say hello to everyone in the chat. Hey Tracy, hey Steven, hey Priya, welcome. Good to see you as always. Now, this is the unconventional challenge. I'm super excited. I remember when this used to be the second challenge of the season. Now they put it later, um, to where like only the best designers get to this challenge. So this was absolutely amazing. So basically, it starts off with the designers getting a text from Christian saying basically like there's this bar near you, come on over, boundless mimosas on me. And it was so funny. And Funny Fashion Project is like, no, this is a trap. It's a trick. Christian is not going to invite us for drinks for nothing. And he was right. So they get there, they're drinking, they're having maybe some little charcuterie. Looked great. I would, if I had been there, I'd partake in myself. Looked fantastic. So Christian comes in and he gives them the challenge. He's all, this is the unconventional challenge. You can use anything in this bar restaurant. Anything. He's all, you have the bar. Don't forget you have the back rooms. You have over there. It was I was so excited for this because these designers are really, really talented. I wanted to see what they could do. So, they get their materials, they have 20 minutes, they pack up and they leave. I was happy to see that everyone seemed to get enough materials to work with. In the past, we've seen designers run out of material and end up with very short garments, need to borrow stuff. Well, everyone seemed to have ample, uh, materials to use. So that was good to see. They get back to the workroom, they're working. And, this episode, there really wasn't too much in the workroom commentary because we have less designers and they're so talented that there's not much to say, in my opinion. Basically, Christian focused on Chastity because her design was ambitious and her time management may be a problem. And then also he went to Project and he was concerned that all Project was using was the doilies. And I understood where he's coming from because if you use only pretty much one product, one like not one product to say like very few materials, like maybe one to three, it has to be so well done to where it stands out. And I think that was Christian's main concern. And then going to Anna, Anna was upset for Octavio leaving. That was her best friend. So she's going through it emotionally. And her first design showed that. He's a look, it's going to look like a tinfoil dress. No, this is not you. He's a put some more of yourself into it. So she wound up having to scrap her first dress to make the second dress. So they do their normal like work. They just 2 hours. You see Chantal at the sewing machine for about like what seemed like it's like she was always at that sewing machine sewing those straws together. So kudos to her for being able to sew straws together. I was like, how are you doing that? I was very like intrigued. So going from there, we can move to the runway. So give me one moment. Let me put this up. Now, in these, I actually added the safe designers because I kind of disagreed with who was in the top and who was safe. So let's start with Bones. Now, Bones, like Mimi looked great. He used the beaded curtain, the placemat, some sticks, and some broken glass. To me, she looked like an updated, modern type Bond girl slash flapper. She looked great. The styling was on point, including the bag. I really, really liked Bones' look. She looked great, which is what we want from the designers. We want them all to look good, and she looked it good. Next, we're gonna move on to Coral. Now, Coral used a bar mat, cabinet lining, trash bags, and a mop head. Dee Dee looked fantastic in this. I was like, how is this just safe? Same with Bones' look. I'm like, are you serious? I'm like, I would replace these two with two others, and I'm gonna get to that. So, do you guys agree? Do you think Bones and Coral belonged in the top, or do you think they were safe, or do you think the judges made the right call? Should they have been safe? I just want to give you guys a few minutes to give your thoughts. So Steven Crisco says he thought he liked Bones a lot. Tracy said yes, it was great from Bones. Priya thought, Priya, do you think they both should have been safe, or should one of them been in the top? Just curious. Tracy says safe for sure. Yes, I can show Bones. That's Bones' looks, Priya. So Coral safe. All right. Do you think Bones? So Bones, Coral should have been safe. Bones in the top. Okay. I think the consensus is that Bones should be in the top. All right. Moving on into the top. Now this is Aaron. He used a tablecloth, straw, stirs, and parchment paper. Here's the thing with Aaron. I like Aaron as Peoples, but again, we've seen this on Project Runway before. For me, even though it was well made, this I would put safe because it didn't give me anything. It didn't give me a wow. It didn't give me anything that I hadn't seen before on Project Runway. And he loves a capelet. I mean, a capelet, a collar. He loves the extra. Now, I don't mind that, but it's just for this challenge, he did a really good job. I personally, I thought Bones' was better. Priya thought Aaron was amazing. Steven gave Aaron a 7. All right. Now moving on to Christina. Now, see, Christina's. This is just my personal taste. I preferred Coral to Christina. Now, Christina used a bar mat mesh, plastic containers, and aluminum containers. I mean, it's a cute cocktail dress, which fits the challenge perfectly. Don't get me wrong. It's just I preferred corals in this particular instance. You know, if I put them side by side, so this is Christina. Let me take you back to coral. I just felt corals dress more. And you know what? To be honest, it could have been just Dee Dee working it the way she was, but because Dee Dee's a great model. But I just, for me, I just preferred Coral's look to Christina's look. What do you guys think about Christina's look? All right. So Priya said he had a concept and followed through. Agreed, he did. Priya, I like Christina, but don't think someone will wear that. You know, I get it. Okay, so Tracy, oh, Christina, not the top to me. Got it. Steven says she was also good, but I gave her a 6. Oh, Debbie prefers Christina's look. Yeah, you know what? I just see why people would go to Christina's look because I do like the look overall, but what I do is I put them up when I put them up side by side for me. I just Coral gives me more of a vibe, and I have a feeling really it's because Dee Dee's selling it, and was killing it. Yes, Steven. Christina. Here's the thing. Here's what it is. Christina's dress from afar looks great, but when she comes towards you, it becomes cute. But when you have Coral's look from far away is kind of meh. But once it comes towards you, it's like, okay, I see you. Chris, Priya says Christina changed the material, yes, but she needed more sequins at the top, right, for coverage and not sure how comfortable. Shay likes Christina's look. Steve is saying Christina had an extra day or two. Oh, stop it. All right, now moving on to the winner of the challenge. Okay, let's talk about it. These are all black straws sewed together. I mean, I was kind of mad that they had Chantal's Mall UN come out first because Chantal just UN and Chantal just shut this down. Like clear winner, no conversation in my opinion. This is the standout of the conventional challenge. It wasn't to me. It wasn't even close. They really could have just had Chantal by herself. They could have had like you guys were you like Aaron and Christina, you're in the top, but you're not with Chantal, and left it alone there. Because there in this challenge, there were definitely three tiers of execution and design, and Chantal just killed them all. Like you like this looks like boning. 'Cause they thought like, oh, did you bone this? And Chantal said no. There's we had no boning, so I just sat at the machine and sewed. And they asked her how long she sewed it. And she's like, I was at the machine for like 15 hours. They're like, wow. She's like, it fits so well, we didn't need the boning. I was like, this is, I mean, like, what more can you say about that? What more can you say? All right. Now that I've seen the other dresses, I'm not liking the breast area of Bones' dress. Side by side with Bones, no contest. Debbie says, wow. I thought this was great, except for the sleeve. I thought the sleeve was ugly. Um, personally, Pri, I'm gonna agree with you on this one because I thought with the sleeve, I know what she was going for. Um, she didn't need the sleeve. She didn't need the sleeve, but it was still great. Steven Tracy's like amazing. I was shook. Yeah, I was shook too. If this dress right here needs to belong in the Project Runway Hall of Fame, in my opinion. It's that good. It's that good. Priya says didn't like straws. Shay says I like Chantal's for sure. Steven Chris says I would have gone with different with the shoes. I can go. I can see you. I can see you. I can see that, Steven. I can definitely see that. And the way she stitched it was amazing. Yes, Priya, you and Steven on the same wavelength. I would avoid the black boots. Agreed. Sewing straws 100%. Priya in styling. The boots cheap in the look. Yeah, I would have with this one. I I have a feeling she wanted leggings to go with the dress, but she didn't have leggings, so she's went with the boot. But I think she could have gotten away with a nice heel. I really do. But Chantal killed it. And Chantal, as I just said, she is the winner and deservedly so. Now we have to move on to the bottom. First up is Anna. Okay, for me, where this went wrong in two places. The first place it went wrong was just throwing on the letters on the dress just randomly. Exit. Like where is she exiting from? Exit, thank you. And she explained it, but you tried. You tried to come up with a story, but no. What I kind of thought should have been done with this particular dress was if you're going to harken back to your culture, I really kind of felt she could have gone away with the dress being long, maybe just right at her shoe, like the traditional um like kimono type dresses that I've seen in like old movies where they literally go down to like the top of the shoe, and then she could have done the slit from there. You know what I mean? So that's why I think she went wrong. It was the dress wasn't long, but the dress wasn't long enough, and the letters. What do you guys think about this particular one? So let's see. Steve said he had this dress as a 9. He didn't read the dress. That dress, Shay said that dress is ugly. Um, Shay said that no. Shay said that dress is ugly. Tracy said the idea was great, but fell short the exit letters. Yes, exactly. Like has she maybe left the letters off? I think she would. I think she would have been safe. Personally, I really think she would have been safe because the letters look just really, really random. Let's see. Priya says, Debbie, Debbie's eggs in the competition. Debbie, stop. Priya says, I didn't hate Anna's look. I agree she didn't need exit, but could have gotten away with the thank you. Yes. The main thing was that you could tell it was plastic bags. Yeah, I didn't mind that too much. It was more the random lettering, and the dress was too short for that. The dress was too short for that slit. Let me put it that way. I hope that makes sense. All right, moving on. Now, Chastity. Chastity, Boo Boo Kins. I know you were going for a ballerina Princess Tooth Fairy. I got the concept, and it moved great. Um, but so Chastity used coffee filters, bottle caps, plastic forks, and napkins. I'm going to jump back to Anna real quick. So Anna used to go plastic bags, exit signs, tablecloths, doilies, and toothpicks. Sorry, I didn't get the materials. Now, Chastity, I know where she was going. I really do. But like I said before in previous shows, my fear with Chastity is her time management. She is very ambitious. And what happened was ambition got the best of her because she didn't have time to finish the dress. The popcorn was falling up because she didn't get a chance to hot glue everything. She didn't have the time. She didn't get to fully spray paint the doilies, so the white showed through. But you could see it, the fit on her model was good. It moved well. It's just it fell short in execution. What do you guys think about this one? Priya says you don't want to look like the unconventional materials challenge. No, I get you. I know what you're saying. So, like the material should be more transformed. I got you. Steven says I called this red mess in my notes. I gave her a six. Priya says Chastity had got idea, but too many materials and areas to cover and too much hot glue. Agreed. Debbie saying where's the rest of Chastity's rose bowl parade floats. Tracy loved the red. And the idea was fantastic. The bomb was so sad. Yes, she said she even said she spent so much time on the top that she forgot she had to make a skirt. I'm like, oh no. All right. Debbie saying she's trying to get in the holiday spirit. Shay said, me too, Debbie. Still got wrapping to do, and our family's doing exchange tomorrow. And Steven said, and when it was the unconventional challenge, she was excited. She really was. She felt it felt her, but the problem with Chastity is her time management. Even with 2 days, um, she spent so much time on that top, and what happened was the skirt did not really do her in. It was the fact that she chose coffee filters and bottle caps and plastic forks, things that need to be laid perfectly, which takes time, and that's what did her in. Because I remember in the workroom, she was trying to cut up. She was cutting up red straws, and she was wondering why did I do this to myself. And I was like, why did you do that? Why did you do that to yourself too? Let's see. Shay says that dress is not it. Oh, Tracy says Debbie coming out with the humor today. Love it. Uh, she had 2 days and this is all she made. Yeah, Debbie. Well, her material choices did her in. The bottle caps and the plastic forks and knives did her in. Uh, oh yeah, she threw on popcorn at the last minute. I'm like, okay, the green popcorn at that. I'm like, oh no. Debbie said this would be an outfit for just real. It would. This is her aesthetic. But yeah, now moving on to Project. Now I'm not surprised he was in the bottom. I mean, he used doilies, coffee filters, and pleather. No, he just went wrong from here. This is what it was. Um, like I said, if you're gonna only use limited materials, it has to be perfect for you to stay. And you can see just from this photo, it doesn't fit her. And they even said like the doilies drowned your model. If you look at it, to me, it looks like the model has no shape, and she has a beautiful figure, and this just was not it. Basically, all you really did was cut up some doilies and sew them together, or hot glue together, or whatever you did to them. There was just nothing here, and he could have done so much more. I don't understand. I think I know how he arrived here because he in his head he had a vision of what this would look like, and he had a concept. And what happened was, I don't think as he was making it, like from the beginning, I don't really think he stepped back to see how it would really look or read. So that was the biggest problem, especially at the top. He could have given her a little bit more. And he explained, he's like, if you and his country is pretty conservative. If you show the back, you don't show the front. If you show the front, you don't show the back. But this is Project Runway, so you kind of gotta like make it work. And the bottom of the dress was just oof, just ill fitting, because he had room to tighten that up to give her to give her the to give her a shape. That's where it falls short for me, that the model had no shape. Now I think had this fit properly, it would have been more of a neck and neck between him and Chastity going home. But since the dress didn't fit, you could see what it was. It wasn't tailored. He made poor fabric choices. The pleather was so stiff and it didn't fit properly. It just ruined him. I think overall it was the pleather that ruined him because it didn't have the give. I mean, I think had he found like a tablecloth to use instead of the pleather, I think he'd have been okay. All right, let's see what we got going on here. Uh, Tracy says, Debbie, I'm dead, laughing. This looks like a soiled tampon on a light day. It wasn't designed for her shape, agreed. You could have done well, but it fits so bad. And you could see it. That's the problem. You could see how ill fitting it was. And Nina even said, like, you could, in this dress, she has no waist. Shay says, Debbie, you win the petty today. Steven Crisco says, my notes read, smart asking why Christian is giving us booze. Doily, 5 inches. Oh, Debbie, like, this is your swin. Tracy, it did look like lace on top, but ooh, gosh, it did not work. Agreed. She looks so miserable in this dress. Yeah, it all needed less doilies, but the mistake was the pleather dress. Exactly, the pleather killed him. Steven says, Debbie, that's funny. Tracy's like, no, this is him home. Steven said, the dress is awful and doesn't fit. Maybe I should start watching this mess. Yeah, Debbie, it's a good show, but just don't try to watch it on, um, don't try to watch it on TV. It's terrible to watch on TV to do the commercials, but if you watch it on the app, it's way better. Uh, Debbie, maybe she has PMS. Stevens, the what's up the bust area. Yeah, it was just Stevens. All this whole dress issue is the pleather and the fit. And as everyone knows, this is the dress that sent him home. And I agree with this decision. I agree with Chantal being where our group project being sent home. So that is it, everyone. Thank you so much for joining me today for this Project Runway review, season 19, episode 9, The Last Straw. If we don't see you again before the holidays, please have a Merry Christmas and a very Happy New Year. See you later. Bye.